Right, buddy. Manchester United beat Southampton in what wasn't actually an impressive display by Manchester United. We got the job done. It was 3-1, but these are the five things we learned. Let's get straight into it. Number one, Ahmad is world class. We saw again and again, Ahmad Diallo was the bright spark. And listen, I didn't think until like the 80th minute when he scored that goal, his performance wasn't great like the whole team. It was sloppy, but when you need Ahmad Diallo to come into it, he was absolutely quality. He scored three fantastic goals. I mean, the first one was just a bit of luck, but he still had a lot to do with that right foot finish. Second one was a great one too with him and Eriksen. And the third goal was just sheer endeavour, sheer hard work by Amad Diallo. And you have to say he's been Manchester United's best player. He's had to wait so long for his opportunity. And I think people saying, or Ten Hag was only saying, Forson's better than him. He was absolutely fantastic yesterday. And single-handedly win United the game. He is our main threat. He is our main player. I talked about pre-match how he's absolutely going to be important. And going forward, whether that's at right wing back, whether that's in the attack, he must be starting every game he's available. We just signed a new contract, which is a huge boost. And I think you look at his quality, what we needed. Listen, he was in that game in part kind of dropping deep into the defensive line at times in the back five. But ultimately, what you need Ahmad to do, he was pinning defenders back. He's so sharp, so aware on the ball. And I think his performances do not go unnoticed by Manchester United fans. This is really his season. He's got a 5-year deal at Manchester United until 2030. He is only still 22. And you look at what he's doing so far. He's been the best player so far under Ruben Amorim by a mile. And you can ultimately see that in his performances. He's been fantastic and a very key part of what Manchester United have done this season. Definitely the best player so far. Now, the second thing we learned, a lack of quality by Manchester United again. Again, we were worried about going into this game. Could we see what we saw against Arsenal and Liverpool? United dropped tools in this game. There was just no forward movement. There was no opportunities. I think when Zirkzee came on, he was fantastic. And I'll talk about the subs in another point. But there was just no movement. There was just lethargic. And at home, our form hasn't been great. I think we've lost quite a few of the games at home this season. But it was a very frustrating performance. That first 20 minutes was very bad. Onana literally kept us in the game with that fantastic double save. He made other saves as well. And I think it was just a lack of intensity. Yes, a lot of players were tired. They played 120 minutes, but they're professional players. Lots of money, and there was rotation. There's no excuses for a performance like that against Brighton yesterday. It was nowhere near good enough the standards to what United need and expect. I think a lot of the players were very poor. I think Lenny Yoro, I felt bad for him. He got absolutely cooked by Sulemana. Martinez at times was getting pulled out. Mazraoui didn't have his greatest game. Obviously Ahmad was good. Onana, he was okay. Into midfield, Ugarte mainly looked a bit leggy. Bruno had a decent game. Garnacho was okay. Zirkzee, Højlund was very poor. So it wasn't an all-round great team performance by Manchester United. And we did lack that quality. I mean, we did score 3 goals, but did we really do enough and create enough in the game? Absolutely not. Now, third thing, subs changed the game. Ruben Amorim subs changed the game. We've seen it before. The subs had so much energy, so much quality, and we've seen it again. Zirkzee come on, and he must start against Brighton. His performance off the bench was so good, so sharp. Holding up play with linking play, got the assist for the Ahmad goal, I believe. Had an all-round good performance. I don't think we've quite found a suitor the striker yet, and who's going to fit there. But for me, it has to be Zirkzee right now. He's doing way more than Højlund. He's offering more than Højlund. And I think Zirkzee's that sort of player. Listen, he struggled. He's expressed his desire to stay at Manchester United, and you have to give huge praise and credit for that. I think the subs have worked. Collier, when he came on, was fantastic. Eriksen got the assist. I think taking off Yoro because he was struggling for Maguire, good move. The lip move out there looked pretty confident. It was a very good display from that. And I think the sub impacted the game. Now, the fourth thing, set pieces again. I mean, set piece. So I'm not going to list out all the set pieces that we've conceded this season, but we've conceded so many silly set pieces. This one, Southampton haven't scored from a set piece all season. They come to Manchester United to concede one. We just look so shaky, so ropey, and we don't even know what to do from set pieces anymore. We look so clueless, and it is very disappointing to see the way in which we are defending set pieces at the minute. Obviously it was an own goal over Ugarte, but we're just not winning. We're not winning the first header. That's something that needs to change with the marking. Or just something. We just need to be so much better at getting rid of the ball. So that's the fourth thing. Now, the fifth thing, we must build from here. Again, as I said, we can only go up. I think this was probably one of the worst performances under Amorim. It was very, very bad. I think we can only go up from here. I think we have, Brighton. We've got tough games coming up, but I think there were some glimpses, there were some moments in the games, but we're at home. Brighton are going to be onto us from very early. They have got very good players and they've got some good form at the minute. They haven't lost in quite a few games. So we must be wary of their threat. We must use what we have, though, to get the better of them, and I think we will do that. But again, listen, Arsenal, good performance. Liverpool, good performance. Southampton, we're just so inconsistent at the minute, and I think the aim is to definitely try and improve from here, go forward, have some very good performances, because listen, Amorim said he will learn a lot from this game, and ultimately that's what he did. He learned a lot about the team, a lot about the players, and ultimately you can see some of these players are simply not up to it. I think Anthony, when he came on, what did he do when he came on? He needs to be sold. There's Ericsson, what's the future of him? Casemiro, Rashford, that's 600k, not even in the team, not even in the squad. There are lots of errors, but I think we can improve from here. We are seeing the principles slowly starting to develop. I think we just need a few players in certain positions. But again, I think it was the lack of energy. And as I said, does that come playing 120 minutes against Arsenal? It probably does. But yeah, we do expect a lot more. Thanks for watching. Peace.